Welcome to the Business Marketplace TV pilot. You're about to experience a few dynamic minutes and more importantly hear from some of your peers. They're all contributing and giving some tips. You too can be on our TV Business Marketplace network. Stay tuned, listen and contact us if you'd like to present. We're about to take it around the world and global. We've got the dynamic and exciting Lucia in the top 1% in the world in direct selling. She's amazing. Let's find out why. Hi Lucia.
Hi Gary.
How are you today?
Great.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
so
great.
I've just given you a massive plug, but
Yeah.
I've known you for a long time. I don't even know whether I should share with our viewer right now, but I will, that you've been in the industry for 40 years with one company. Share with our viewer a little bit about that journey.
Yeah, well I joined Nutrametrics when I was 19 years of age. It's actually 41 years now. And I got involved with a girl who knocked on my door to share the Nutrametrics products. I didn't know anything about them. They'd only been in Australia for 7 years at that time. And within 8 months of joining Nutrametrics, I became a manager with them and earned my first overseas trip in my first company car. And I gave up my full-time job after that, and I've been doing Nutrametrics full-time really for 40 years. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
Now, for our viewer right now who may not be necessarily with Nutrametrics but could be in direct selling, give us 3 tips that could enhance their experience.
3 tips. So look, I think my first tip would be not to try and reinvent the wheel. It's a model that is proven, it's worked for so many different companies. There is a system that works in the industry that some people go through really quickly and move through it really quickly, or there are some people who take their time in achieving everything that's on offer. But the system in itself, it doesn't need to be reinvented. You know, there are different versions of it that have come out in recent years with different MLM companies coming on board.
Yep.
But really the system is pretty much the same.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And well, that's 1 tip.
Yeah.
2 more.
So another tip is stay focused.
Yep.
Yeah. And make sure that, look, for me, the question I get asked a lot is how come I've been with one company all these years? And that for me, it's really about the values, the company values. Nutrametrics values align with my own personal values. And so I feel really blessed. I feel very, very grateful for all the things that they put on offer. It's really unlimited, possibilities with the company. And they've just been awarded the #1 direct selling brand of Australia. So very excited about that, very proud about that. Feel very, very privileged, really, to be there.
And I think your new red Jaguar says it all.
Yes, because my red Jaguar says it. I love it.
Stay tuned, we might go for a drive in it shortly. Until then, thank you, Lucia.
Thanks, Gary.
Hi, Emma.
Hi, how are you, Gary?
I'm on top of the world.
Good.
For our viewer right now, I know you're across social media, but you're also into web design. Tell us a bit about that.
Okay, so my discipline is digital copywriting, and what I do is I essentially help people not just with the words on the page, but also the context so that they can get found online.
Wow. In what I imagine is a competitive market, give us 3 tips that would help you stand out in the crowd and also help our viewer right now do better in the social media website space.
Okay. The first thing to understand about digital copywriting is that when you meet somebody in person, you've actually got a personal experience, don't you? You understand what they look like, they feel, their taste, their touch, you know who they are, right? You've got to do the same online. You've actually got to create a digital site, a website, that links to all of the other parts of you, that gives people a sales journey. Because if you don't have a sales journey, how can they buy from you?
Good point. Give us the second one.
The second one is about SEO. So there's a lot of information out there about what search engine optimization is. There's 200 factors on Google. So you have to know somebody who's actually expert across that to get that information right so that you don't get black banned, because that can happen.
Avoid black banning. And our third tip.
Yep. The third tip is to make sure that when you're doing these things, you've got your sales journey, you've got your SEO. Also make human stories part of what you do. Testimonials, and especially video. Video is going to be crucial. So 80% of the online content in the next couple of years is going to be video oriented. So if you're not on video, get there.
You heard it here at the Business Marketplace TV. Stay tuned for more great information and tips. Thank you, Emma.
Thank you, Gary.
The Business Marketplace TV is all about innovation, and we love to bring you dynamic guests. Our next one is a lawyer. Can the two go together? They can. Let's hear why from David Goldman of Goldman Legal. Hi, David.
G'day Gary, how are you?
Beautiful. What an introduction for you.
Thank you so much for having me on and for that very flattering introduction, if I may say.
It's beautiful. David, your firm specialise in business law. Share 3 tips for our viewer right now that's going to enhance them this year and beyond.
Look, Gary, businesses need to be built on strong foundations, and legal is one of the key building blocks for a business.
Okay,
So my top tip is to get your business structure right.
okay.
Now, one size does not fit all. There's no cookie cutter approach. So from the outset, get your business structure right, and it will save negative repercussions later. Might even improve your bottom line.
That's fantastic. So that's one big tip. 2 more.
Second tip, don't rely on business handshake deals. Have written contracts, prepare them and implement them. And I do not mean the contracts that have been prepared by Dr. Google. They don't tell the story of your business.
Right, okay.
Prepare contracts, written contracts that are designed for your business, that tell the story of the relationship between your business, your customers and other business partners.
Okay. And our third tip is, David?
Protect your brand, Gary. You spend a lot of time developing it. Protect it. Trademark it. Register it with IP Australia. Do what you need to, but protect the brand that you spend so much time building.
Fantastic. So you've heard it here on Business Marketplace TV. Make sure you do what David's just recommended and you will be delighted as you grow and prosper. Thanks, David.
Thank you, Gary.
Well, we've got some amazing contributors and presenters on the Business Marketplace TV. Let's find out a little bit more from Lorraine Brooks. She and her husband built an $11 million plus business, and now they're the founders of Strategic Business Coaching. Let's get 3 tips off Lorraine. Hi, Lorraine.
Hi Gary, how are you?
I'm on top of the world. For our viewer right now, how did you build an $11 million business? What clues and tips can you share with our viewer right now?
So Gary, the first tip I'd like to give you would be to plan to dominate, not dominate your market. If you don't plan to dominate, someone else will. So you need to be on top of that. You need to be forefront within your business. You need to understand what your customers want. You need to understand what your competitors are doing, and you need to look for what they're not doing. So if you do that and plan to dominate your market, you'll be very successful within your business.
So the first tip from Lorraine is dominate your market. Tip number 2.
Absolutely. Tip number 2, trust. Trust is such a huge thing out in the business world. If your clients or customers don't trust you, they will not buy from you. They will go elsewhere. So you need to get to know your customers. You need to get to know your customers very well. And it's not, when you get to know your customers, it's not just about the sale of a product or a service. It's about more than that. You need to go deeper into who they really are, what they like to do. You've really got to remember that trust is just so important to grow your business.
So we need to dominate, trust, and our third tip.
Educate. Educate yourself. Just because you went to school from a very young age and you finish school, it doesn't mean that you stop educating yourself. In business, you've got to keep reading. All the great leaders in the world read books. They keep educating themselves. If you don't know how to do something, go and find someone else who can do it for you. Read books, read information, look for people who are better than you, and surround yourself by those people. Keep educating yourself.
3 awesome tips. Dominate, trust, educate. Thank you so much, Lorraine.
Thank you very much, Gary.
We've got a double whammy for you today on the Business Marketplace TV. We've got a guy who does 2 things brilliantly. The event MC and Eagle Coaching. Let's find out exactly what he's got in store for you. Hi, Marty.
G'day Gary, how you going?
I'm on top of the world, mate.
Fantastic.
Big rap for you, so share with our viewer right now 3 amazing tips.
Okay, 3 tips to build your business fast using the telephone. Why? You can make more contacts in less time, and most importantly, generate those much needed appointments to grow your business. Number 2, make sure you have a good follow-up plan. A lot of people make the calls, make the appointments, but then they don't do the follow-up. You've done all the hard work, you've done the getting out there, seeing the people, pressing the flesh, putting forward your story. The follow-up is the secret. That's the holy grail to success. Number 3, keep good records. Amazing how many people don't keep good records, Gary. Then they wonder why, geez, I'm making all these calls, I don't seem to be getting anywhere. Let alone, if you keep good records, you may find that you're averaging a 1 in 3 or 1 in 2 conversion ratio. And I'll tell you what, you're doing that, you're on Hollywood.
So here, you've just heard it here live on Business Marketplace TV. Make sure you do what exactly Martin said. Until next we speak, keep winning and keep calling. Yes, that's right. The Business Marketplace TV is all about quirkiness, fun, excitement, and adding value. So remember, if you'd like to be part of it and contribute, contact us. We'd love to hear from you.